Welcome to So Very Easy. My name is Laura, and I just finished a project using this heavyweight fusible interfacing. It was a nice big fabric bowl, and I have all of these corners left over from that project, so I do not want them to go to waste. So I'm going to make another bowl. It's going to be a lot smaller, and it's going to be the shape using pentagons. So this heavy fusible interfacing is called Fast to Fuse. You can get it in sheets, you can get it in rolls, and it really is a nice thick interfacing. It's fusible on both sides, it's also washable. So the first shape that I'm going to need is that center shape. I'll explain what those dashed lines are in a minute. So I have taken this and I have just put it onto some cardboard and I have traced it out around those shapes. Now I'm just going to roughly cut them out and I'm going to fuse them onto the back side of some fabric. Now because this is fusible on both sides, we are going to need to have some kind of a sheet so that it doesn't stick. So there are many different types of Teflon sheets that you can get. The markings that I did was in a permanent marker, so I'll be able to use those markings afterwards. So I'm going to put these down, put my fabric on top, and iron them all together. So I'm going to have 5 sides and a center. Once we have these fused on, we're going to be able to cut them out. And we are using that inside shape. And we can cut them out with our rotary cutters. Now that we have all of these done, the bottom one and the 5 sides, we need to fuse them onto another piece of fabric. This is fusible on both sides, so we're going to be able to put them in and press them. And a 5-inch square of fabric will work. We just need to make sure we have a minimum of a 1/2 inch all the way around. So take them to the iron and press those layers together. Now that those are fused on, we're going to be able to trim them down. And we are going to trim them down to a 1/2 inch. Now if you want more than a 1/2 inch, you can definitely do that. So just use your ruler, put the 1/2 inch, and trim off all the way around, leaving that 1/2 inch seam allowance. We now have all of these cute little pentagons ready to go, and we are going to sew these together. We are going to sew these 2 sides right here, and we're going to be able to just stitch these all together right at the machine. And I would recommend using a zipper foot so we can get nice and close to the edge, so you can see the shape that we will have when we are done sewing them together. So we can rearrange them now the way we'd like them. So match those sides together, and we can feel that heavy interfacing, so we're going to be able to match them up quite easily. So we're going to stitch from this corner all the way up to this corner. We are not going above or below in those seam allowance areas, just right along that one edge. And we're going to sew all of them together. We end up with this fan shape, but we are not stitching this together in these 2 seams. So this is the shape we have, and you can see where we have these seam allowances sticking up. It's clear on the back side, but this side we do have them sticking up. And we're going to be able to take care of those. We are going to fold them back. So that first little edge will be tucked inside. And this is where some glue will come in handy. Just glue them. We're going to stitch them later. So we're going to fold that down, let the glue do the work, and then do a second line of glue. So we're going to fold that in. So the raw edges are all tucked up inside. So you can see where we have that nice clean seam. Now we're going to be able to do the next side. Same thing. Just put some glue. We're going to roll that down once and then roll it again, so that the raw edges are going to go right tucked inside and then back. And we're going to do that to all of the edges, all the way around. So if you'd like, you can do the one side first, all the way around, press it, and then do the next one. But we need to do them all the way around, and it's going to have a beautiful finish. When we're done, the seams are going to look like this. So this is how the two pieces are going to look. All of the raw edges are tucked up inside, and it looks nice from both sides. Now we're going to be able to do some machine stitching and just top stitch right along the edge to hold this together. Now if you find the seams are a little too small, you can always increase that to 3/4 of an inch, even an inch if you'd like. Now stitch all the way around. I do recommend small stitches and a matching thread. We're going to do that to the long fan piece, and we're going to do it to the base. You can see where the stitching has given it a really nice finish, and it hasn't compressed it at all. It just has secured it, and it has a nice finish. We are now going to hand sew these together. So we're going to sew this seam first, and then the next seam, the next seam, the next seam, all the way around. Then the last seam, when it's all together, we're going to be able to do that one edge. Now it's up to you which way you want. You could have the seams facing in, you could also have them facing up. It's whatever you prefer. Now if you'd like, you could do all of them like we have done the bottom piece and hand sewn them together. So I'm going to start and whip stitch all of these together and continue all the way around. So this is where I've started. I sewed that one piece on and I've continued sewing around. So now I'm on that last piece and I'm just going straight in and then picking up right from that same side. So I'm always going from the same side. And in my case, I have these seams on the outside. So I'm going to continue that. I do like to do knotted stitches in the corners without breaking my thread, and then continue stitching up to the top and do a knot to hold them together. So I like to do a knot on each of these corners and also one right in the center just to give it some extra security. And when that hand stitching is done, the bowl is done. Using a heavy interfacing means we did not have to put some extra layers in it. One layer is enough. It's stable enough and sturdy enough that we're going to be able to use it. And it's a pretty little addition to any room. So I was able to use up most of that heavy interfacing, and I got to use 6 little charm squares, and when all said and done, I have a nice bowl. These are fun projects to make, even if you want to sew them all by hand. You could just make all those pieces like that bottom one and then have them ready if you want to sit down and do some hand sewing. The key is definitely a heavy interfacing. I'll put a link in the description to this template and to the heavy interfacing that I did use. Thank you for joining me today on Sew Very Easy. Feel free to subscribe. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and I do have a newsletter. It's all free under Sew Very Easy. And be sure to make every day a Sewtacular day. Bye for now.